In today's video, let's make a Batman doll together. The reason I used pink here is that the black version was really hard to see. And pink is cute too. Oh, and at the end of the video, there's a look at the black Batman along with all the written diagrams summarized for you. Batman kind of symbolizes wealth too, right? Wishing everyone a super rich new year. Wishing everyone a happy Valentine's Day. Who wouldn't want to make a pink Batman on Valentine's Day? First, make the head. Start with a magic ring using skin tone yarn. After making the ring, crochet 8 single crochets. Pull the loop tight. The magic ring is now complete. Row 2 to 8 single crochet increases, 16 stitches in total. Row 3 starts with 2 single crochet increases. Next, 2 single crochets. Repeat this section 4 times. Row 4 starts with 1 single crochet. Then 2 increases. Now comes the repeat section. 4 single crochets. Two increases. After crocheting these, repeat this section, which is the 4SC, to increased section, 3 times. Finally, 3 single crochets remain, completing them. Row 5 starts with 2 single crochets. Then 2 increases. Now the repeating section. Start with 6 single crochets. Two increases. This section just worked 6SC, 2 increases. Repeat 3 times in total. Four stitches remain at the end. Single crochet across to the end. 3 single crochets. Then 2 increases. Now the repeating section. Start with 8 single crochets. Then 2 increases. The section above 8SC, 2 increases, needs to be repeated 3 times. 5 stitches remain at the end. Crochet 5 single crochets. Row 7 starts with 4 single crochets. Two increases. Increases for each row are always at the corners. If the placement seems off, stop and check your stitch count. Next, the repeating section. Start with 10 single crochets. Two increases. Repeat the 10SC, 2 increases, section 3 times. 6 stitches remain in this row. Continue with single crochets. Row 8 starts with 5 single crochets. Two increases. Now the repeating section. Start with 12 single crochets. Crochet 2 increases. Repeat the 12SC, 2 increases, section 3 times. 7 stitches remain at the end. Crochet 7 single crochets. Next, crochet 14 rows of single crochet. Finally, no more chart following needed. You can binge watch your favorite show while crocheting now. Welcome back! Starting from this row, we will begin decreasing where we previously increased. Gradually draw the square corners toward the center to shape the final part of the head. Start with 7 single crochets. Then 2 decreases. Now the repeating section. Start with 12 single crochets. Then 2 decreases. This section of 12SC to decrease. Repeat 3 times in total. You'll have 5 stitches left at the end. Single crochet across to finish. Next, gradually decrease to close. Please follow the chart to complete this part. Leave me a comment if you have questions. Now you can start stuffing. Stuff it firmly, then continue crocheting. The 5 rows above are the neck. The row below is the closure. Cut the yarn after finishing the neck. Woven in the ends. Folding the neck part inward to form a hole. Add more stuffing through the hole. Make the head nice and plump. And it's done! For the mask, use dark pink yarn. If making the original Batman color, use black yarn. Rows 1 to 18 of the mask are exactly the same as rows 1 to 18 of the head. Please go back and follow along with the video to complete this part. After finishing the first 18 rows, we continue crocheting. Start with 31 single crochets. After 31 single crochets, crochet 1/2 double crochet. Then a double crochet increases. A double crochet increase means crocheting to double crochets in the same stitch. In the next stitch, crochet 1/2 double crochet. Finally, crochet 30 single crochets. From row 20 onwards, we'll be working in turned rows. Start with 23 single crochets. After that, make 1 turning chain. Turn the work. Continue crocheting the next few rows. Each row requires a turning chain and turning the work. After turning at row 23, crochet row 24. After finishing 45 single crochets in row 24, turn the mask piece to the right side. Try it on the head we made earlier. If it's too long or too short, adjusting by adding or removing rows. Now crochet 15 chains to join the bottom of the mask. Start the first single crochet of row 25 directly into the joined stitches. Place a marker on the first single crochet. Then continue with decreasing each row. Please follow the chart to complete this section. Cut the yarn and weave in the ends. Before crocheting the ears, we need to determine their position. Count 8 rows from the center of the head. Insert hook between row 8 and row 9. Compare vertically. It should be roughly centered. Insert hook at the marked spot, place yarn tail on hook, and pull through. Chain 1 to secure. Pull the yarn tail tight. Then chain 6. Next, start from the second chain from hook. Note, this is starting from the second chain from hook. This stitch is often tight and difficult to insert the hook into. You can use a sewing needle to loosen the back bump of the second chain first. Then crochet to slip stitches. If the back bump is hard to find, you can work into one loop. Next, 1 single crochet. One half double crochet. Finally, 2 double crochets. One ear is now complete. Pull the loop tight and remove the hook. Leaves a fairly long tail. Then cut the yarn. We'll use this tail to crochet the other ear. Use a sewing needle to pull the yarn directly across to the other side. Find the symmetrical position on the head. Pull the yarn tail out. Then repeat the same steps to crochet the other ear. Pull the yarn through. First, chain 1 to secure. Now repeat the same ear crocheting method to complete the second ear. The second ear is also complete. Now let's make the arms. Arms are also made with dark pink yarn. Start with a magic ring. Crochet 7 single crochets. Crochet 3 rounds of single crochet, 7 stitches per round. No slip stitches or turning chains needed here. Turn the work to the right side. On the last stitch of round 4, switch to light pink yarn. If you were making the original Batman color, switch to gray yarn. This row works in the back loop only the loop away from you. Next, crochet 6 rounds of single crochet, 7 stitches each round. After finishing the first arm, go back and follow the video to make the second arm. For the legs, also start with dark pink yarn. Start with a magic ring. Crochet 8 single crochets. After 8 single crochets, pull the ring tight. Round to 2 8 increases. Rounds 3 to 5. 16 single crochets per round. Crochet 3 rounds. Round 6 starts with 2 single crochets. One decrease. Repeat this section 4 times total. Round 7. Crochet 1 round of single crochet, 12 stitches total. Round 8. This row works in the front loop only the loop near you. That is FLO. Crochet 1 round of single crochet, 12 stitches total. I like to place a marker on the first stitch to keep count. Remove the hook. Switch to light colored yarn. Using the front loops left unworked from round 8, continue crocheting. Crochet 12 single crochets. Next part. Round 9, 3SC. 1 increase. Repeat 3 times. Round 10 for SC, 1 increase. Repeat 3 times. Please complete these rows on your own. Cut all yarn tails when finished. Weave in ends and tie a few extra knots. Turn its right side out, and all the ends are hidden inside. Make 2 identical legs. Stuffed with cotton. Round 11. Join the 2 legs together using dark yarn. Each leg has 18 stitches this round, so combined, that's 36 stitches. Using dark yarn, start on 1 leg and pull up a loop. Chain 1 to secure. This row, work in front loops only the loops near you. First, crochet 18 single crochets. After 18 single crochets, bring the other leg in. Crochet the remaining 18 single crochets directly onto the second leg. Note, also works in flow. Next, crochet to normal rounds of single crochet, 36 stitches each round. Now the 2 legs are joined. Start crocheting the body. On the last stitch of the previous row, switch to yellow yarn. Works in front loops only. Crochet 1 round of single crochet, 36 stitches. Place the yarn tail on the hook and crochet over it. This easily hides the ends. On the last stitch of the previous row, switch to light pink yarn. Cut the yellow yarn. Now work in back loops only the loops away from you. Again, place the yarn tail on the hook and crochet over it. This technique saves time on weaving in ends. Crochet 1 round of single crochet, 36 stitches. Pause here after finishing this round. We need to close the gap between the 2 legs. Cut the yarn that matches the pants color, dark pink. Leaves a fairly long tail. Use a sewing needle to bring the yarn tail to the edge of the gap. Then weave side to side. Woven in a zigzag pattern. This pulls the opening closed. Left in, right out. Right in, left out. When finished, woven in the end. The gap is now closed. Continue with the next round. Round 16. Start with 4 single crochets. Then 1 decrease. Repeat this section 6 times. Round 17. Crochet 1 round of single crochet, 30 stitches total. Round 18, 3SC, 1 decrease. Repeat. Also repeat 6 times total. Round 19. Crochet 24 single crochets. Round 20. To SC, 1 decrease. Repeat. Repeat 6 times total. Start stuffing here. Try to stuff it firmly. Round 21, we will join the 2 arms while crocheting. Following the chart, start with 1 SC, 1 increase, repeat. Crochet until you reach roughly the center of each side of the body. Flatten the arm. Insert the hook through the arm like this. Then crochet the arms together with the body. Follow the chart to the other side of the body and repeat. If your crochet fabric is thick, you can use the hook to loosen the stitches where the arms and body are joined. This makes it easier to insert the hook. Next, crochet 5 rounds of single crochet, 12 stitches each round. Add more stuffing here. Especially firm up the neck area. After stuffing, close with 6 decreases. If you were making this as a figurine, display piece, cut the yarn after closing and weave in the ends. If you want to make it into a hanging ornament, leave a long tail before cutting. This long tail is for sewing the head and neck together so the head doesn't detach from the body when used as a hanging ornament. If it's a display piece, simply place the head on top and it's done. The head can turn like an action figure. For the cape, use dark yarn. Chain 13. Starting from the second chain from hook. 12 single crochets. At the end, make 1 turning chain. turn the work. The rest is quite simple. Please follow the chart to complete it. Don't forget to make one turning chain and turn at the end of each row. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. After the last row, chain one and turn the work. We'll continue crocheting the edging. Start with one single crochet, one half double crochet. Next, we demonstrate a treble crochet. Chain one. One treble crochet. These 3 stitches are all worked into the same stitch. Next, crochet one half double crochet normally. One slip stitch. That completes one repeat of the pattern. You need to crochet 5 repeats total. After finishing, at the end of this row, there will be 1 stitch left. Complete it with 1 single crochet. Then crochet single crochets along the side edges. After edging is done, chain 8 at the collar. Join to the other side of the collar. Starting from this stitch, along the collar edge, crochet 12 single crochets. You'll end exactly at the chain. Into the back loops of the chain, crochet for SC, CH3 for SC. Back loop equals the loop away from you. The collar is now complete. Continue crocheting single crochets all the way down the other side of the cape. The cape is finished. Try the cape on. With this method, where the head is not sewn to the body, the head can turn and can even be swapped with different heads. It's a fun feature. First, draw the desired eye shape on paper. Cut out the drawn eyes and place them on the doll's face to test. Once you're happy with the eye effect, cut them from non-woven fabrics. Do the same for the bat logo on the chest. Glue the non-woven eyes and logo in place. If you want to turn this doll into a hanging ornament, use the long tail left earlier to sew the head and neck together. First, go through the center of the cape. Put the cape on over the neck. Insert the sewing needle at the top of the neck. Bring the needle out through any empty stitches at the bottom of the neck. Put the head on. Now start sewing. Weave back and forth between stitches on the last round of the head and stitches at the bottom of the neck. Pick up a stitch on the head, then pick up a stitch on the neck. Repeating this back and forth weaving will secure the head to the neck. After sewing, weave in the ends and it's done. Now the head won't fall off, and you can use it as a hanging ornament. Congratulations on completing this Batman doll. There's a text summary chart at the end. Thank you for watching. Hope everyone becomes as rich as Bruce Wayne. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.